When we drove to this site and knew that it was for sale, we realized it was perfect. We had criteria in mind about the things that would be most relevant for the new heart for our homeless youth services. When we finish this campus, we will have all our administrative offices in one location. We will have the heart of all of our homeless youth services in one location. We'll have mental health counseling and chemical dependency counseling on site. Youth Haven will have a home that is welcoming to up to 17 runaway or at-risk or homeless young people under the age of 18, and that will feel and live like a family home. And the entire campus, we hope, will seamlessly blend and be a good neighbor with the people who live around us.
Last year, Friends of Youth began construction on a new administration building, which would serve as the cornerstone for their work in King County. However, the journey for this new campus began at the founding of Friends of Youth's Griffin Home over 60 years earlier. In 1950, Iva Matson rallied a team of volunteers with the goal of helping at-risk youth in the Puget Sound region. This team would eventually become known as Friends of Youth. One of its first foster homes, called the Griffin Home, was donated to the group, and soon Friends of Youth was housing at-risk boys at the Big White House and throughout King County.
It was just getting started. Friends of Youth only had one professional staff member at that time. We have these friends that like to meet together, and they like to do something constructive. We did an amazing amount of things. We rolled papers. We made Christmas wreaths to sell.
I can remember when we'd have painting parties at Griffin Home. I think it's important to show other people the need, but there are ways that you can show your support for Friends of Youth.
I volunteer because it seemed like a good thing to do.
It brought some order and some discipline to my life that I needed. At that particular point in time in my life where I needed something, they were there for me.
Friends of Youth continued to give children and young adults hope that today will be better than yesterday. From young men that need a mentor, to homeless teens that need a place to stay, to young mothers that need a helping hand, Friends of Youth continues to meet the needs of teens in the Puget Sound region.
In 1999, I was pregnant with my daughter. They provided a lot of counseling, and they helped me with housing resources, and then also a lot of parenting assistance. It really helped with me being able to connect with my daughter, which has significantly helped us now. 13 years later, her and I are very close and connected, and it's really opened the doors to communication. I decided to go back to college about 5 years ago. The first job I applied for was with Friends of Youth, and I ended up getting it, so that was really exciting. So it was like my dream job. It was kind of the point of where I started and where I ended up.
Friends of Youth, through its various approaches, comes around these youth and doesn't let them go. That breaks cycles.
The reason I continue is that I've been there long enough to see some wonderful results.
From their newly completed campus, Friends of Youth will continue to provide young people with every opportunity to succeed for another 60 years.
We are working with young people every day, so they really help us stay relevant by keeping us connected to the things that are important to young people.
We don't just come around and then wish them well. We actually change their lives, and we change the lives of those around them, and their next generation will be better. How can you not get excited about that?